What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from This is Pop Punk Promotions. I'm here with Rival Town from Ontario, Canada. How's it going, guys?
It's going good. How about you?
I'm
Yeah, we're
doing
doing
good.
great.
Really appreciate you guys coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
That'd be a Jared question.
For sure. So I guess we formed back in I want to say was it 2015? That sounds about right. Yeah, we're all from Thunder Bay, Ontario, which is really, really north from where we are. And we all lived in the town here. It's a pretty good music scene up there. So we were all in a couple like cover bands. Oh, sorry, a few of the members were in some cover bands, and we decided to make our own project. And all six of us kind of got together. Half of us never had done music professionally. The other half had been in 15 different bands by that point. And then we just kind of came out swinging. We came out on the day we announced we had a show booked with an EP and a music video ready to go. So it was kind of a content overload for anyone who's seen us.
It's awesome. So, you guys released Thorns in July. How's the response been to it?
I think the response has been awesome for that song. That was released just after I joined the band, so I kind of get to live vicariously through it because I didn't really have too much involved with writing that song in any way. But I get to play it every day on stage, and it's really kind of over the top guitar song a little bit for pop punk. So it's a lot of fun for me.
For sure. And I mean, the fact that we could have Rody Walker of Protest the Hero on it is amazing. Yeah, the fact that's actually we actually got that contact through one of our TikTok videos. He had seen it, he thought our content was funny, and we reached out to him, and he was like, "I would be more than happy to be on one of your songs." And we are fangirling like crazy. We've been listening to them for 10 years at that point. And to have him in the same room there being in our music video, it was great. People are responding to it very well. It's kind of bridging that gap of like pop punk and a little bit heavier because we're getting like that kind of different crowd in too. And that's I mean, the more people to hear it, the better, right?
Absolutely. That's awesome. So, who do you guys record it with, and how was the process?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Russ wasn't in it. Um, yeah, so we do as much as we can in house. Our singer Mike, he has his own studio there, so we all go there and track all of our parts, and then we usually we outsource it out to be mixed and mastered and finalized with everyone. So I can't quite remember who did this release, but in previous years we had the singer of Chunk No Captain Chunk do one of our mixes, and a few other people in the scene.
How was it working with Bert from Chunk?
He's an awesome guy, and that is a very talented man as well. His studio is crazy. He does quite a lot of like the pop punk scene. So that release, whatever song that was, it was like a little bit heavier, a little more low end because I mean that's the Chunk feel, right? Yeah, he was a very good guy and he's a guy to work with.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, you guys are from Ontario, Canada. How's the alternative music scene there? Do you guys have a favorite local band, a favorite venue?
The scene used to be insane in St. Catharines. Shortly, after like Alexis on Fire broke out in the area, um, it, we used to have a scene festival in St. Catharines, where we're all close to, pretty central. Lots of bands every week. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. I have found, playing in St. Cat, it's just not the same, but it's out into Toronto now. Like it's moved, and out into Toronto, it's doing really well. I guess Montreal, which we're gonna hopefully head to soon, it's crazy over there. And around here, like I mean, our favorite band, local bands like Protest the Hero is only from a couple hours from us, and Alexis on Fire is straight from St. Catharines. And as far as like newer and up and coming bands, I really love the band, the Downcast from Toronto. We played with
That's what
them
I
a
was going
couple
to say as well.
times. Yeah, the Downcast, those guys are great.
Very
Yes, I
cool.
mean the music scene's pretty great. We try like there are like the main kind of focal towns. Like we play in Hamilton, which is not very far, about 40 minutes from here. Very great music scene there. You get a lot more of like the indie alternative stuff, but like we play like a couple different like metal bars and punk bars that we do very well there. And like Toronto, there's just a plethora of different venues you can go to, thousands of bands that are constantly there. So it's always fresh new bands we get to play with too, which just broadens your horizon in music, which is great.
That's awesome. So who are your biggest influences?
Whew, biggest influences. Wow. When I was a kid, I listened to Alice Cooper's greatest hits on repeat, man. That guy and his like theatrics that he brings to the show was like everything when I was a kid, and it made me want to do it. And then when we get into like working in the pop punk, like Newfound Glory definitely was a huge influence of mine. Um, Simple Plan was a pretty big influence too. Those guys are great. And I really kind of like getting into a little bit of the heavier bands as well, like the Chunk No Captain Chunk for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for me, influence wise, uh, growing up, I remember my first favorite band, which still is my favorite band today. Reliant K is my favorite band. Like those bridges have definitely been utilized for a lot of the Rival Town kind of sound as well, like a upbeat pop punk and then like a slow kind of melodic bridge. I love like the piano and strings and stuff they do in there. So that is definitely a huge influence for music for me. And also, weirdly enough, 4 Year Strong is huge influence for me as well.
So if you guys could tour with one of those bands, which one?
Oh,
I think it depends on the era.
yeah. I mean,
Like first three albums of Reliant K to me are absolute perfection. They've come out with a couple
100%.
stinkers later on. But 4 Year Strong is, I would say, more talented musically for sure. Those guys are insanely talented.
Yeah, they are. Reliant K again was a huge influence for mine growing up too, which was really nice when I met these guys. To not a lot of people knew who that band was, even in the
Yeah.
pop punk scene, because they're from the Christian pop punk scene, right? And growing up, when I was growing up in church and I heard that band, I was like, holy crap! So I'd love to tour with them if I could, 100%. And then Newfound Glory, of course.
Yeah, actually, I got to see Reliant K there, like right when like COVID kind of took a small little break when the world went back together. When I went and seen them, and like they were doing like kind of like a reunion thing, and it was the first time I got to see Reliant K like that close in person, and it was amazing. Like he sounds exactly like he does. They played perfectly. It was really awesome to see them.
That's sick, man. Those are some really, really awesome bands. Can't go wrong with any of them.
For sure.
So
You
now
heard
I'm going
that?
to
Bring
ask you
us on the
guys some
road.
non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you. I did this for the other bands. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, first one, favorite movie.
My favorite movie, it's called The Sunset Limited, and it's literally Samuel L. Jackson and Tommy Lee Jones sitting in a room talking for 2 hours.
That's fair. I have two favorites. I swap between the two. Big Fish by Tim Burton, fantastic film, and a movie called Benny and June, 1993, with Johnny Depp.
I love Benny and June. I wore that movie out. It doesn't work anymore.
Oh my god, yeah, I've had to buy another copy.
Those are some different answers. I like it.
What about
Best
yourself?
vac-
What about you?
Oh man, Lord of the Rings.
Which
All
one?
right.
All of them.
Okay, come on.
All right,
That's a
so
long
if I
night.
had to pick one, okay, like I'm not trying to like discriminate or anything like that. If I had to pick one, Return of the King.
Of course, how it should be.
I mean, I love them all. I get why some people don't like The Hobbit because of CGI and all that, but I think they're all amazing in their own ways. And I think the new show, Rings of Power, is pretty good. If you separate it from Lord of the Rings, I think it's really good.
Right
I've
on.
heard good things. Yeah.
Best vacation you guys have been on?
Oh, I don't know if I.
Right out of high school there, family moved and I went and I backpacked through all like the Scandinavian countries. I like Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, and I spent like 3 weeks there just walking and hitchhiking and staying in hostels. It was unreal. It was the best experience of my life.
I've never actually gone on just a vacation for the sense of relaxing. Well, I guess that's not true. I've gone down to Florida with the family, but that's like the whole family. Um, But Madeira Beach down in Florida is a lot of fun. We go there, once a year.
Nice.
Tour sort of counts as vacation.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I didn't know. Like every time I get to go on the road for a few days, to me it's like a vacation. I mean, I'm married. I'm a dad of two, so and it could just be a lot. But to go out, hang out with the boys, and do what we love to do, I can't think of a better vacation.
That's awesome. Heck yeah. So if you guys go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
Hmm.
Russ, how about you take that one? Take the old reins.
Go back in time and talk to a world leader. I mean, I don't want. That's kind of
I know what you're gonna
touchy
say.
one because you don't want to. I mean, I wish I could go back and talk some sense into Hitler and tell him he's an idiot. But like, if you look back at the world leaders, like Genghis Khan really took over, and I'd like to like pick his brain and be like, just first off, what made you, how do you know how to do that?
That's fair. I wouldn't say world leader. If we're just gonna go like notable person, I mean, it'd be cool to like talk to someone like Beethoven or Mozart or something like that, and like, because like that's prodigy level. Like that's like how you come up with that is I can't comprehend that. So it'd be cool to see like the process of that, right?
Can I change my answer? Definitely Beethoven. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna say
know
Hitler
how-
twice actually.
to know how he like wrote music like that, being deaf, and I know it's all vibrations and everything. It's crazy.
I think that would be really awesome because if you think about it, if it wasn't for Beethoven and Mozart and guys like that, there would be no pop punk, there'd be no metalcore, there'd be no nothing.
Oh,
Exactly.
absolutely.
They started it all.
Yeah, like that kind of talent doesn't just come around.
I think I'd count him as a world leader.
He
Yeah.
should have been. If he
He's
was
a
there
person-
instead of Hitler,
he's a
man, it would
person
be a
of
different world.
influence. If you guys had $1 million and you could donate it to any charity, which one?
The charity My Stomach. It's pretty hungry actually.
I've heard of
A
that
plus answer.
For me, it would just be anything for children that are stuck in really shitty situations, or in foster care, or anything like that. Just or medical reasons, whatever. Anything that happens, to children in a terrible way like that just breaks my heart. So.
But in all reality, if I could donate the money, I would donate it to cancer research. Definitely close to home. So it would be awesome. As much research and funding as you can put into it, the better.
Very cool. All right, last question. What are some places in Ontario that visitors should check out?
Places in Ontario that visitors should check out. Up in the Muskokas, I would say for sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Great cottage country. It's very beautiful up there. Lots and lots of little lakes. We have a cottage up. It's called Raven Lake. It's one of my favorite places to be. Great bass fishing.
Yeah, I mean, what's it, Russ? The Thousand Islands, is that just outside of Kingston?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, the Thousand Islands is, I mean, it's gorgeous over that way too. So yeah. Other than
Not
that,
Thunder-
I mean,
Not
Canada's
Thunder Bay?
okay. not Thunder Bay. If you can avoid Thunder Bay on your trip to Canada, I would.
You guys will have to take me to those places when I get up there again.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, come up to the cottage and have a good time.
Yeah, show you all the good poutine places.
Please and thank you.
Get you some all dressed chips.
Sounds good. I've heard some pretty good things about them.
They're fantastic.
They're like the Dr. Pepper of chips.
That's a weird way to put it. I get what you mean, but that's a weird way to put it.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on and chatting it up a little bit.
Absolutely, man. I really appreciate you
course.
having us out.
Anytime.
It
The support means the world to me. So for the people that are going to watch this later, where can they find your music at?
You can find it on Spotify. It's basically on everything that streams. We've got our YouTube channel. Well, Rival Town tries to do a video for just about every single that gets dropped. So we've got a lot of stuff there. We got a link tree that will line you up to everything as well. And if you go to rivaltown.band, that's where you'll find our new website that got launched, and you can get access to the online store.
Yeah, we're available on all major music platforms. You got Apple Music, you have Spotify, we're on Deezer, we're on Amazon Music. Any one of those ones, we are available, plus YouTube Premium as well.
Sounds like a plan. Well, I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll chat soon.
Thanks so
For
much.
sure. Thanks for having us on.
Of course. See you later.
Bye.
Cheers.